What is going on, Alexander Thomas here? Welcome back to Gaming Time 123. We are going to be doing another AI Master Adventure today. This will be Crush on a Girl. This episode may be somewhat, I'm not going to say it's inappropriate because I'm not 100% sure, but there might be some scenes or things that occur in the episode that might be inappropriate. So I just want to let that know. I want to get AI Master started up here. And for the context of this, I'm going to leave my webcam off because it's going to have a hard time. Let's go ahead and start an adventure. It is going to be its old campaign. Although this one's going to be a little bit weird. Yet basically the point of this one here is that you've got Alexander and you got Scarlett. They're both, now Alexander's 18, older for 18 in the context, and Scarlett is turning 18 on the day. That's where we'll start this adventure here.
Lantern light flickers to life in the void, revealing a great wooden table ringed with empty chairs, all waiting for you to sit and claim your destiny. A quiet voice folds through the darkness. The world is unwritten. What kind of tale shall we carve into its pages together? Shall we stride through high fantasy realms of dragons and ancient magic, stalk neon cyberpunk streets under acid rain, brave distant sci-fi galaxies, shiver in creeping horror, leap through anime-style spectacle, don masks as superheroes, or fight to survive in a grim apocalypse?
So it is a fantasy adventure, but we'll get to a point reason why. And this, of course, in the episode may end up being somewhat inappropriate, so I think I'll have that warning at the beginning of each episode for this series.
A hush falls over an unseen hall as banners of forgotten kingdoms unfurl above you, their colours catching in a breeze scented with pine, steel, and old magic. You have chosen the path of fantasy, a world of dragons, lost crowns, whispering forests, and blades that remember the hands that wielded them. A quill of silver flame hovers before you, waiting to write the first line of your legend. Do you have any instructions for the kind of character you wish to play? Or shall fate weave a hero for you at random?
So I have the starting point of this mission already written, so it's going to give me a second for that. I'm going to turn the webcam off at this point. Because I have the basic starting point for this. You guys won't be able to see that for a moment, but anyways. Here is catch up. Now there's two characters here. This is the basic storyline. Now I don't know for sure whether this is going to work. Yep, I did put H there, or A there. Alright, so this is the full character. this will be under this as well. Alexander is a missing. Just a second for it to do it.
The moon and vows as vocal and stern edge of his future. Alexander Thorwood his forceful parents and accepted their test of love. Scarlett, fierce-hearted and newly calm of age, sent out from her family's manor.
And we're having connection problems. Yeah. Didn't come with that last name. Don't care. So, while it's kind of loading for it, Scarlett has daggers. She has the ability to cure wounds. That's one of her abilities. Animal friendship and speaking with animals. Alexander has a sword, a dagger, and wild cunning. See, smart moves, basically.
Roads, ancient ruins, and mysteries meant to reveal whether their bond can endure.
And it just crashed. That's my bad. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Alright, now we get an update here. Alexander, anything about him? No, he does not. There's not really anything special. So, Alexander. I don't care about their name, last name, that's not a problem. I'm not gonna go over anything with that. It might give me an image. Okay. I did say 18. That's ridiculous.
The young paladin stands a little less like a legend and more like an 18-year-old now. Brown hair tasseled by the same breeze that tugs at his
No
cloak.
problem.
Eyes
He
bright,
doesn't have
with a
armor,
mix
though.
of nerves and determination as the road to his trial
A sword,
stretches
a
ahead.
dagger.
Would you like any more changes to Alexander? His name, personality, abilities? Or shall we begin the adventure and see where his love for Scarlett leads him?
At this point. He does not wear armor. That's not the point. Let's see if he gets a better image in that one. He'll change that. He doesn't wear armor. That's not he's No.
Alexander stands at the manor gates in light travelling clothes. A clean, modest tunic, sturdy boots, and a weathered cloak, looking far more like a young man in love than a knight of legend, though the resolve in his eyes hints at the paladin's oath he carries inside. Would you like any more changes to him? His name, traits, or details? Or shall we set him and Scarlett upon the road and begin the quest that will test their love?
He does not wear armor. Where do you get that from? Actually, a light cloak. Let's make it easier. Seriously, this is not. It should not be that hard. There's a difference between armor and not armor. He does not have armor. He does have a sword. He doesn't have armor. He actually have two swords, but a sword and a dagger. Thank you.
Alexander draws his light blue cloak tight around his shoulders, the fabric catching the morning light like a slice of clear sky, making him look every inch the hopeful young lover, setting out rather than a hardened knight.
They didn't fix the image, though. mean, how many points do we have to go for this and say, he doesn't wear armor? It's a common, basically it's common folk.
Alexander adjusts his light blue cloak, its soft folds falling over simple travelling clothes with no armour at all, leaving him looking exposed, yet quietly resolute, at the threshold of his trial with Scarlett.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about that anymore. I gave it one more shot, and it's not. He doesn't wear armor, so this image is completely wrong. Didn't care about the last name. That wasn't a problem. Wait for it to go and catch up. Then we'll go and put Scarlett's in there.
We have everything we need to begin. The air is bright with possibility, and the weight of destiny settles gently on your shoulders like a cloak newly donned. Your vow to protect Scarlett and prove your bond now takes form as a journey that will test promise, faith, and the strength of a young paladin's heart. Our tale centers on a sacred trial decreed by Scarlett's parents. Travel into the wilds, confront an ancient threat stirring at the edges of the realm, and return with proof that your love can weather danger and doubt alike. The story opens at dawn, outside the Thornwood estate, where your armor gleams with fresh polish. Scarlett waits with anxious eyes by the gate, and the road into misty, monster-haunted hills stretches before you. What do you do next?
This is kind of weird, but... Make sure I spell the right name right. I don't think the AI understands in the context this is not how it's supposed to work, but this is make sure I can spell these things right. Don't know what we're gonna face either, but you know, anything can happen. Ooh. I also misspelled that. It's really just 4 years at school. But yeah, anyways, it happens. Waiting for him to go ahead and go for it. So, just to keep in mind on it, Scarlett has 2 daggers, and cure wounds, and animal friendship, and speak with animals. She can speak with that. And Alexander has a sword, makes sense, and a dagger, and a wild cunning, basically fast action. Wasn't really attending to them to be. Don't care. In armor. But we'll deal with it. Did I give him too much information? I don't know what to do with this. Ah! Probably will not be doing a sequel on this one, but it took 4 years of school and she still doesn't trust him. I wonder why. There might be some reasons. I don't know what they are.
Alexander leans in and kisses Scarlett, the world narrowing to the warmth of her lips and the soft tremble of her breath before she presses back into him, fingers curling at his collar, as if refusing to ever let him walk this road alone. When they part, her eyes are bright with hurt and defiance. "If they don't trust you after 4 years, then I'll prove them wrong beside you," she mutters, stepping to his side and tightening her crimson cloak as the wild road beckons.
You know, that's pretty accurate. That's not really what I was looking for, but I don't care that much. No. Scarlett Former. Wait, what? She's the same name, guys. What? Here's the problem.
Scarlett answers Alexander's kiss fiercely,
She was 18.
anger and love burning bright in her eyes as she steps to his side, adjusting her sword belt with a sharp tug. "If they doubt you after 4 years, they doubt me too," she murmurs, voice tight. "So we'll show them together." She falls into step with him as the path to the wilds opens ahead.
Apparently we're married now, so I don't know what's going on. I literally did say she was 18. Now, I don't know if it'll fix that or not, but
Scarlett laughs softly, brushing a stray lock of hair from her face as she corrects you with a mock stern look. I'm 18, remember? We survived the last 4 years together. I'm coming, she says, slipping her hand into yours as you both turn fully toward the waiting road.
that's not what I was looking at here. It literally says she's 22. She's not. Also, we're not married, so I don't know why it says this. We'll try one more thing. We'll ignore it. After that. English, it should not need to do. I'm being gonna do it again if it messed up.
The world seems to pause as Scarlett, cheeks flushed from the earlier kiss, squares her shoulders and declares with quiet certainty, I am 18, Alexander, and I choose this road with you. As the gates of Thornwood close behind, she walks at your side, cloak brushing yours, one hand resting on her sword hilt and the other occasionally brushing your knuckles, as if to reassure herself you're truly there.
It doesn't change the fact that the NPC says she's 22. Anyway, we are going to ignore that. She's 18. Try to get the AI to fix it. It clearly did not. He just said, you know what? Scarlett thinks she's 18. She's 18. will be doing dice rolls for any time they do attacks, including critical. Critical will be anything 18, 19, or 20. That will be critical. Anything below that is just going to be standard. And I do roll that die every time, along with damage. Dagger, 1d4 each. Sword is 1d8. And critical would be double damage to whatever that is.
With their hands briefly entwined, Alexander and Scarlett pass beneath the thornwood gate and onto the rutted road. Mist curling low over fields giving way to the dark, evergreen line of the distant wilds, where rumours speak of an ancient stirring beneath the hills. Behind them the manor bells toll once, solemn and distant, as if sealing the pact their parents set. Travel to the shadowed thornwood border, uncover and defeat the old threat whispered of in family records, and return with proof, or not at all.
Honestly hope... Okay, that does not sound good. I honestly don't know what this threat is going to be. We're going to the forest. That's where we were going into wherever this is going to take us. I keep spelled forest wrong, I think. Go back to white, guys. Huh? What is this? Are we going to the castle or are we going somewhere else? Oh, that's terrible.
You and Scarlett follow the winding road until it sinks beneath the boughs of the forest, where towering pines knit a green ceiling and shafts of pale light spear down through drifting motes of dust and pollen. The air grows cool and damp. Scarlett moves closer, hand resting on her sword, eyes scanning the shadowed undergrowth as birds fall strangely silent ahead, as though the woods themselves are holding their breath.
She doesn't have a sword, she has 2 daggers. It's not because it's unclear what the actual items are going to be. I'm letting AI decide that. I do find it funny they decide Scarlett wants to say, "Oh, I'm actually 18," even though the AI doesn't want to do that. Rolling initiative should be pretty good. That was a 7. That's a 17. up.
As Alexander and Scarlett comb the mossy roots and low branches, Alexander's hand brushes a hollow in an old oak where a small, weathered satchel lies tucked away, its leather softened by years, but still sound and fitted with several neat inner pockets, perfect for storing future finds.
We got a satchel. So Alexander gets a satchel, which is not really going to mean anything probably, but I do make a note of that. Apparently also Scarlett's oath blade. I don't know what that is. Make some notes of that. For the other items we have. What's oath blade? Okay, that just seems completely useless. But okay. We're gonna see. Okay, it's not 18th. Let's see. That was initiative roll 10 berries. Gotta confirm it finds them, because if it doesn't do that, then we got a problem.
Scarlett nimbly hauls herself up into the lower branches, boots scraping bark as she climbs until she spots a tangle of bright red and deep purple berries glistening with dew, and carefully gathers 10 of the plumpest into a fold of her cloak before dropping lightly back down beside you.
Confirm she does have berries. Now, the good berries is the question. They kind of look like, grapes. Okay. We have now found an old cabin. That's one of the events that we got for it. Now, where we're going to use it, but what we're going to do with that, that's a different thing. Whose cabin is it? We can find out.
Pushing deeper into the quiet woods, you and Scarlett emerge into a small clearing where an old cabin slumps beneath a sagging, moss-choked roof. Its shutter hanging crooked and smoke hole long cold, as if no one has lived here in many winters.
That does look
A
like a
crow croaks once from the chimney's cracked stones, and Scarlett's
really
fingers
old.
tighten on her hilt as she glances at you, silent question in her eyes, before stepping cautiously toward the leaning door.
Do we enter the house? That would be a yes. I don't really understand on the context of why we have the same last name. We had some ritual apparently, I didn't know his name. We enter the cabin. We don't know what we'll find in here, but we enter the cabin. It's our first boss. Imagine that would be the actual.
The cabin door groans as Alexander and Scarlett step inside, dust motes swirling in a single shaft of light that falls on a broken table. Scattered tools and fresh, muddy footprints leading to a dark trapdoor in the floor, just as something below gives a low, rasping hiss.
Sounds like a snake here. Not sure I really want to do what we're doing with that. We're going to end the episode there. Oh, wait.
As the rasping hiss swells into a sudden roar, the trapdoor explodes upward, and a trapdoor gnasher erupts from the darkness. Its many-fanged maw clamping briefly around Alexander's arm before he tears free, blood spattering the dusty floorboards as Scarlett shouts his name and yanks her blade from its sheath.
Okay, so we're going to end the episode there. I didn't mean to go for combat immediately, but we're going to go ahead and end the episode there, and we'll fight this guy in the next episode. That would be the second episode of Crush on a Girl. Look, it's a 93 health at level 1? Eh, jeez. Oh. Whew. Wow. I will see you guys in the next episode for second episode of Crush on a Girl. We'll see. Also, as the next episode, don't forget to keep your game on. See you next episode.